do is look at this rug, and we're going to do our same inspection with the pile, the foundation, and the fringe to see if there's any issues with it. And I'm looking around the top of the pile right now, and I noticed that there's a couple of fibers that are a little bit higher, like they're pulling out. Here, here, here. Down here's one. Here's another one. But the overall condition looks pretty good. There's a few dirt spots here and there. As far as the pile goes, all I can really tell is that some of these fibers are starting to pull out. The fringe, a little bit frayed on the end. Again, that's just because of wear. They unravel. See how they're twisted up on the top, and then over time they become unraveled. That's perfectly normal on a rug that's been in use. This is I'm going to do a foundation check on this now. Now this is a tufted rug, meaning that the pile is tufted in with a gun that has yarns on it in a pattern. So they'll take the green, there's two shades of green here it looks like, and they'll run a row here of green. They stop and start with a different color of green and stop again, and they're taking a big gun and just needle punching through here. And on the back they use latex glue to hold all the fibers in place, and then at the end they'll take shears, like a mechanical or electronic shears, and they'll cut the pile the same all the way across, and then they come back with a detail shear machine and make these bevels so that it's highlighted. There's one there too. They put a little bevel in it, this pattern. And so this rug is actually, these type of rugs are susceptible to other conditions that say a woven rug is not. This is a woven rug we just looked at a little while ago. The conditions that could happen on this is that these fibers have a tendency to shred and pull out. What happens is over time this glue degrades, the glue that's behind this scrim. This is called a scrim here, this big white sheet that's glued onto the back. And then they put a border scrim on the side, and they glue it over and tack it with stitching. And then they finally, on this one, it's called an external fringe. You can see that this fringe is just merely, it's a binding tape with fringe on it that they curl around the edge here, and they glue it all together, and then they tack it. See, there's a stitching all the way across which holds this top of this fringe on. You can see real close if you look there, there's the stitching that holds the fringe. Whereas on a rug that's handmade or machine made that has an integral fringe on it, the foundation, the warp yarns, are actually the foundation of the fringe. So the yarns that run north and south on the rug are left long, and they tie it all off on the selve edge. That's that white space between where the fringe stops and the rug starts. They tie the fringe up, and then they trim the fringe and unfurl it so that it looks like that when it's done. Now this one's been made to look like it's an integral part of the rug, the foundation, but it's not. It's just extraneous to the rug.